Or are we recording already?
Yeah, I had to hit record.
Oh, hi.
Howdy, hey Heidi, how ho,
Hi.
howdy ho, hi there.
It's been a minute.
We're back. I know you're excited.
We're only back because The Walking Dead is back.
This is true.
Boom, bitches!
We're totally having a Walking Dead couch chat tonight.
Yeah.
Because I'm sick and lazy.
Yeah.
So, Walking Dead.
What's this one called? Rock in the Road.
Yeah. The only thing that bothered me, no, there's a lot that bothered me, but the main thing that bothered me is that Rick was wet the entire episode.
It's in Hotlanta, baby.
It's gross. His hair was like drippy.
So let's talk about first how apparently after the mid-season finale, people were bitching that this stuff is too gory.
Oh yeah.
It's The Walking Dead. And
I tend to agree with some of the people, mainly because of the Glenn thing.
Listen.
It's
post-apocalyptic, and they had to go to a stage of proving there's a more danger out there than the walkers. And the only way to show that is something more gruesome than anything you've seen with walkers.
It's still just regular TV, so...
was bashing heads.
No, it's still just regular TV.
No, it's cable TV.
Well,
This isn't Channel 3. This isn't PBS.
I kind of agree with some people. I do.
Those people need to not watch the show, and I guess that might be you.
Let's move past it.
Okay.
Because I don't want this to be 3 hours long.
Oh, let's arguing about that point.
Yeah. Ding. Oh, we have no toys tonight
No
either.
toys.
0 toys.
Coming at you with Michigan Awesome.
It's not gonna zoom.
No zoom. Here. In focus.
Well, that can just
On
be
your
a
face.
stand-in for me because I really have no energy or
I
immune
know.
system
You're
left.
tired. Let's work on this.
Yeah.
So...
I don't remember how it started.
Started with...
Gabriel stole some shit.
Oh, yeah. Gabriel stealing all the stuff.
Gabriel stole everything.
Just weapons, food.
Where's Judith? We discussed
Up and
this
go- yeah.
during the episode. Who has Judith?
So, what's her name's
Olivia's
shot in
dead.
the face, dead. Gabriel takes off.
Where's Judith?
Everybody else was just not home for this episode, so who had Judith?
I don't even know.
It doesn't get resolved. At the end of the episode, we still don't know where Judith is.
No, I don't know where Judith. I'm always worried about Judith.
Yeah. Then we talk Hilltop, because that's where everybody was at the end of last season. Hilltop, looking for a fight.
Well, but
with the Saviors.
besides Judith, Gabriel disappeared with all the
food, all the weapons.
Yeah.
Just
that
put him
was
in a car
the
with a
point of
truck
that.
or with some luggage and was like,
He was just
I'm
out.
out.
He left. So anyway, Hilltop.
So yeah.
Hilltop gang.
And Gregory was like, meh, don't know you, don't want to know you, pretend we don't know you. Go away, quit bothering me, don't want to help you anymore.
Gregory's a bitch.
Yeah. Everybody was like,
Just say
the
it.
fuck? And
Like, I can't even call him a jerk
He
or
said,
an a-hole because he's
"Carry
too
on."
pansy. So he's just a bitch.
And they started to leave, and Enid comes in and was like, you gotta see this. And they go outside, and there's a bunch of Hilltoppers saying like...
Enid's like the true savior.
Yeah, she's like middleman, like...
Convince the people to fight.
Yeah, she basically said, so Maggie says that we're gonna fight the saviors, and all the people were like, yeah, we're down with that. So everybody came outside, and they said, we're down to fight, and...
That was unexpected.
Maggie and
from
Sasha
Enid,
and all of them are like, yeah, we'll help you learn how to fight.
I think. And even Carl Papa looked at her and was like, ding,
Ding.
like, you're a bad A.
And so Rick wanted to hurry up and get home because they're like, oh, they're going to come looking for Daryl. And Jesus is like, nah, we don't need to really hurry. I stole one of their walkies, long range. We can hear him coming. He's like, well, where are we going to go then? And that's when he said, it's time to introduce you to the Hilltop.
The Hilltop, you mean the kingdom?
I mean the kingdom, because they were at the Hilltop.
But we were not annoyed, kind of annoyed, because Daryl is now missing from the saviors. So Jesus is all like, oh, we got time, blah, blah, blah. But we're like, no, Daryl went missing. Like, these people are
like,
going to
they're not going to not notice that
on your case
pretty quickly.
Real quick.
I mean, they were torturing him on the daily.
So we were laughing because we were like, okay, how
like, how
does this really
how
work?
long is this not going to be going?
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But they had to tell a part of the story, so they had to pretend like the saviors were busy or something.
So they go to the kingdom, and the horsemen ride down like, oh, hey, you can't go. Oh, hi, Jesus.
But they call him Paul.
Paul. Hey, Paul. Paul Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
Paul. What up, Paul?
It's just weird to hear him
Better call Paul.
Paul.
That's a shout out
Paul
to
Jesus. Jesus Paul.
Better call Saul.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, and it just so happened that one of the guys that met him was Richard. So there were two dicks on screen at the same time.
Don't be a Richard.
Richard and Rick. And Jesus said, you're about to be a happy dick to Richard for once in your life.
Kinda. He's like, I've
basically
never
hinting
seen
at the
you
fact
smile.
that they're here to convince Ezekiel to kill the saviors.
Mm-hmm.
Which really didn't go over too well.
This is
They
getting
met
long-winded already.
Ezekiel and Ezekiel's tiger, who they weren't ready for.
Jesus was like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. And Rick goes, yeah,
The
tiger. And that's what I said. I was like, well, Rick just needs to unleash the tiger on Negan.
Right.
Just call it a day. Send in the tiger.
So fast forward to they're trying to convince Ezekiel. He's not buying it, but Richard's like, yeah, we can do this. We got the people, we got the weapons. And Ezekiel goes, Morgan, what do you think about that? Morgan's like, huh? And basically says, I think we could not do this, and we could maybe just capture Negan, and things would be all better. Why are you yawning?
Because I'm so tired.
I know this. Just pointed out.
My nose is running. It's real pretty. Real pretty right now.
Rick gives a final little plea, tells a joke about a horse and a rock going to a bar and kill a girl with a keg. I don't know. Somebody got rich in the end. But that's where the rock in the road thing comes from. It's actually a motivational story about if you do the right thing and help others, you'll become rich for it.
We tried that and then we're not rich.
I know. Poor. Well, we're not poor.
We're poor.
Poor us.
Poor us. I'm poor in health.
And then, of course, Benjamin. Y'all remember him? Morgan's little protege with the stick.
Wearing his laser tag vest.
Right. Out in the middle of the forest, comes across Carol.
With his weird hair.
Carol's like, walk quietly and carry a big stick.
And get out of here.
Yeah, and leave. And he said, oh, by the way, Ezekiel misses you and is watching over you and blah, blah, blah.
I need for Carol to come back and
yeah, she needs to be like
up.
in the fold again, more than this like 5-second cameos.
I'm ready.
And then she basically says, hey, whatever. Here's a few tips about being quieter in the woods because I heard you come from a mile away. Benjamin goes back home.
Walk heel toe. I heard you from a mile away,
Yep.
she said.
Ezekiel's reading bedtime stories to Benjamin's little brother. Benjamin tries to tell Ezekiel, yeah, we should really probably help them. You saw them. They're going to die if we don't. Maybe they'll win. If they win, they won't help us in the future. Blah, blah, blah. Ezekiel's taking this all into consideration before telling Rick and Daryl and all the gang what he's going to do. And what he's going to do is nothing.
What he tells them is the hell no.
He's like, sorry about your luck, but
GTFO.
I gotta watch over my people. However, we'll keep Daryl around, just in case, they come looking for him. He can hide here. We'll keep him. They never come in our compound. Yada yada yada. Daryl says, "Yeah, how long do you think that's gonna keep up for?" Trying to just jab at Ezekiel and get him to come help. And as they're leaving, Rick's like, "Oh no, Daryl, you are staying. You're staying right here."
Daryl looked PO'd.
And looked like he needed a nap. He had some circles under his eyes.
He did. Well, he was up all night listening to Easy Street.
I know.
For like days.
It's kind of catchy though.
We're on
I
Easy
still want to
Street.
sing it.
We're so off with the
I know.
sound.
Anyway, so basically Rick says you need to convince Ezekiel or else even win in the steering contest and make him help us out. Something like that. So fast forward to
People find
they're in the
wire
Suburban
in the
driving
road.
down the road. They see the Negan's compound in the distance through their binoculars. There's a big jam up of cars that they're like, oh, we're gonna move these, but we're gonna move them back so they don't know we're here. And as they do that, they find some explosives wired across the road.
Explosives, bombs and bombs and bombs.
They come to a conclusion that it's for a herd. If a herd comes, they'll blow them up.
And all of a sudden, all of them are explosive experts.
Rosita especially, she like jumps
She's
right
like,
down,
let me just unwire this.
unwires the fuses, and is like,
No problem.
I got this. I mean, I know she hung out with Abraham, but I'm pretty sure there was like no demolition expert.
But then she gets that one undone, and she's like, oh, okay, go get this, and this. So like 5 people run over and disassemble some
disassembling
bombs.
all of these.
Like, where did we learn this? I mean, it's a good skill to have. But...
And she grabs one from Sasha, I think it was, and said, I don't like the look of that one. Let's leave it here. So all of a sudden, guess what? A herd's coming. Oh, go figure.
Imagine that.
Herd's coming. They're like, oh, hurry up, move the cars back so they don't know we're here. But they're gonna find the explosives gun anyway. And so everybody's moving the cars. Rick and Michonne are still trying to get explosives and realize like that herd's coming up quick. They're like, how can we get out of this and catch up with our group? We don't want to split up. And then the most epic clothesline in the history of clotheslines
Well, they
happens.
jumped in and hotwired some vehicles first.
They hotwire the cars that this explosives were attached to, and they just start driving them simultaneously down each side of the highway.
Yeah.
Cutting walkers in half as they go by the hundreds. It was epic.
There was,
it was
like,
the most epic thing
guts
ever. Just flying
all over cameras and things. And I looked at James and said, Rick really should have rolled up his window.
He didn't get Rick rolled.
His toes getting
Rick
splattered
didn't roll.
right now. No, it was cool.
But that was pretty awesome. And then they had some real awkward jam where they both got out of the car and they were trying to get into the Suburban with the rest of the people.
Rick just elbowed
But they
his
like
way.
stood in the middle of the herd and like nothing bit them, and they're
Rick
just
was
like
just
shoving.
like,
oh, I'm gonna get you, and we're like, huh? This never works.
Yeah, it works.
But
for
it worked.
Rick, because it was Rick.
And Michonne said, "We did it. We're survivors. We're gonna live." And Rick was like, eh. He had a little moment right
He did.
there. That's
There's
cats.
a cat with a ball of some sort.
So as they're doing this, they hear over the radio, Fat Joe's dead, which really makes Skinny Joe just Joe now, so that kind of sucks. All in Negan's voice. And then they're like, oh shit, Daryl's gone. We need to get over to Alexandria quick.
That's what we were talking about, but we expected they'd have figured that out soon.
Yeah, they've already spent a night at the hilltop, a night at the kingdom, like,
yeah.
the hell. Took 2 days
Timing
to find
was
Daryl.
a little off. Keep that in mind.
I mean,
Research
maybe there was some flash. No, because Daryl was already with them, so there was no flashback. He went to the hilltop with them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good 2 days. How does Negan not notice he's gone for 2 days?
I don't even know.
And finds Fat Joe dead, and then doesn't immediately go look for Daryl. Like, hello. At which point, Sasha and who did Sasha go with to Hilltop?
Rose?
No, Rosita. Oh yeah.
Maggie?
No, Sasha and Rosita. Maggie stayed at Hilltop. Maggie wasn't with them. I think Sasha and Rosita. He said, "Go to Hilltop. Tell Maggie we're."
Oh, he's like, "Can you reach it by foot?"
Reach
and
by
they
foot,
basically ran their little butts
So
off.
they ran to Hilltop to basically say, "We're still gonna try and do this thing." And the rest of them head back to Alexandria to make sure they make it there before the Saviors get there, and basically leave the car hidden somewhere. They walk up to the gate. Dude, the gate's like, "Did you lose the car?" And then the Saviors roll in.
In their truck.
Billy Bob Thornton looking dude, whatever his name is.
I don't know his name, but he's totally Billy Bob. He's like
jumps out and is like, Rick's like, "We thought we'd have a little more time to get you some stuff," and he's like, "Oh, we're not here for stuff. We're here for Daryl. We're gonna kill Daryl."
They like ransacked a bunch of people's good china.
They're like, "Find a buddy. Everybody's gonna need to see Daryl die today." So they went through all of Alexandria, trying to find Daryl. They end up finding the empty food pantry, at which point Rick was like, "What the fuck is going on here? Why is our food pantry empty?" And basically, was like, we're sorry we don't have any food right now. We thought we'd have more time. He's like, we're not going to take stuff right now, but you better have it ready when we do show up because things are looking a little thin around here.
Mm-hmm.
So the Saviors roll out. They leave, and they're like, by the way, just so you know, there's no statute of limitations on this Daryl thing. If he shows up here in 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, he's still going to die, so keep your hatchet handy. It's not going to turn out as well as it did for your boy Carl. At which point, it flashes over to them back in the house and find Gabriel's Bible laying on the floor.
It's like a notebook.
There was a Bible on the floor first.
Yeah.
You're like, why wouldn't he take this? And then
Sasha
everybody's
was pissed.
like,
Sasha and Rosita were
yeah.
like, he just left. He screwed us. He stole all our shit, I think is exactly what she said. And Sasha's like, he didn't even leave a note. And then right at that moment, Rick opens the notebook and he's like,
there's a note. It says boat.
Like,
and
timing.
Aaron is like, how did he know we were at the boat?
I always want to call Aaron Ethan Rom.
And so...
Because he looks like that weird dude from Lost.
Yeah.
Anyway, side note. Sidebar
nation. So that made me think, was Gabriel the one with the dirty boots following them around?
I think so.
Is what I thought. I don't think it was. I think
But he wrote boat.
But he did write boat.
So he had to know.
So they thought Gabriel took everything and went to the boat. Like, Rick's like, nah, Gabriel wouldn't leave us.
The houseboat in the pond of zombies.
The Walker Pond houseboat.
Mm-hmm.
So they go there and they find a muddy boot print that they then follow, and they come into this big factory area looking thing and a bunch of trucks and stuff, a bunch of overgrown crap. And then they're surrounded by a bunch of people who...
James called them garbage pail kids.
So I've seen a couple of references to garbage pail kids.
But they didn't look like a bunch of kids. They didn't
look... The funny thing was they didn't really look dirty either. They were all in pretty clean outfits and...
But they were all kids. Like teenagers. Well,
younger. Yeah, younger, for sure.
Young adults.
But yeah, they all looked like they were pretty well kept.
They looked like they were ready for the Hunger Games.
They had a lot of guns.
Yeah, lots of weapons.
And Rick just smiled like, fucking A.
He's
we just found our army. And that's where it ended.
That was the end.
There was one line in there that I forget what was said, but it was Rosita and Sasha talking, and then Rosita goes, listen, we just had sex with the same dead man. We're not friends. I was like, oh.
That was a burn.
I forget which. It must have been when they were talking about what happened with Gabriel.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was funny.
So, yeah, Walking Dead.
So that's that. We're back.
Is back.
Walking Dead's back, the more important part.
Next week we'll have some toys.
Maybe.
Did they have any last time?
I
think we bought them all.
Yeah, I bought literally everything season 4 of those. The other store has season 3 minifigures.
We live in the middle of nowhere, and so we literally bought them all, and they didn't replenish them.
Right. So we had a few that we didn't get. We'll probably have to buy online if we want to finish our collection, but we could do season 3 ones, I guess.
Yeah.
There's that. If anybody cares. Maybe you don't even care. Maybe I just want the toys for myself. Fuck you.
Maybe nobody's even watching us right now.
I could be.
If you are.
Nobody's watching us right now because we're recording.
But if you are watching this, give us a thumbs up.
Thumbs up, subscribe, comment below.
Comment stuff down below, but if you don't like us, don't comment anything.
Keep your mouth shut. Ding. Love ya. Peace. Rick smiles.
Rick smiles, bitch.
Rick rolled, Rick smiles, bitch.
My coffee is cold.
Your coffee has been brewed for 7 hours. It's literally been sitting there since daylight.
I literally had the coffee an hour before the episode started. Mm-hmm. Because I was brushing.
I drank like 8 pots.
Brushing our child's
I'm like
teeth.
Still talking like we're gonna play it.
I might. It's probably more interesting than The Walking Dead stuff. Cheers.